Superstition is a new series on Netflix that has come across from the Sci-Fi Channel in the USA. It is created by and partly directed by Mario Van Peebles, and also stars him as well. And it's about a family in a town in Georgia, in America, the South, that protects the town from supernatural elements that might cause harm to people. Effectively, it's a reworking of Supernatural, but without all of the baggage of God knows how many series Supernatural has got on now. It's the kind of show that when you watch it, there are really interesting sort of fun elements to it. They've got this weird room that's like a lab sort of bat cave that's got all these supernatural things in it. The monsters and the bad guys all look good and interesting, and they're all shot in interesting ways, and there's nice lighting and dramatic effects. But then you have it cut to a scene that's shot in broad daylight, totally bland, totally uninteresting. And then that will then cut to a scene where they're driving in a car, and it is the worst backdrop you've ever seen for a car, not intentionally either, and some of the worst driving acting you've ever seen. And the whole series feels like the episodes were directed by 3 or 4 different people who didn't talk about what the theme of the episode was going to be or how it was going to look, and in the editing room they've just smushed it all together to try and make a coherent episode. There are really, really harsh edits throughout, and it ruins the series. I've only managed to get about 6 episodes into the 12 episode series, and I'm not sure if I want to continue watching it. I probably will, but I certainly can't watch it in any prolonged time frame. It's just, too wearing, having to deal with all the jumps in style and sort of emotion in the series. It just gets on your nerves after a while. It's a shame. It could have been a really interesting, fun series. Not quite as silly as Buffy, but treading the water somewhere between Buffy and Supernatural. All the actors in it are fine and good, and the bad guy who's the snake god in the first few episodes, he's really interesting and good, and they have good sort of horror elements to the series, but it's just let down by strange production decisions, let's say. And I don't know if that's maybe Mario Van Peebles wanted to make one type of show that was the sort of fun horror show, and then maybe the studio responsible for commissioning the series wanted to go in another direction, and this is what happens when you compromise. Watch it if you're interested in that kind of thing, but I wouldn't look to invest a great deal of time in it. I'm not sure if it's gone on for a second series or not yet, but it is different, and if you like supernatural things, it's worth watching. But if you want a guaranteed enjoyable different watch, I will suggest you watch Ghost Wars instead.